Right. Yeah, I think I will just run it as is. So.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going first this time because I happen to be in first, so there we go. We've established everything is working, at least on my end it seems to be. So, yeah, let's just go as we are. What would you like?
Heads.
Of course I have to be the one who makes the decision in this.
And I will go. Right, yeah.
You said heads.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I just came off of doing some code stuff in the corner, so...
It's fine, it's fine. That's why I'm like, of course I have to be the one who makes the decision, because I actually don't know what is best in Lost Box in general. I think going first is still fine, but I have a feeling I'm going to end up regretting that by not getting access to VIP Pass, because I can't chorus. But whatever, we're going to do it anyway. And yep, that is an instant, well, exactly how things panned out. Yeah. No mulligan. What the fuck are you doing? I wish it was a mulligan. Like, good lord. Yeah, because this is all I'm doing. Go ahead. Yeah, it's that bad. This is what I was talking about, though. Of like, this always seems to happen. At least when I normally play Lost Box before. So this is just how it always ended up going for some reason.
Heavy ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cram.
Mm-hmm.
Polaris first.
Yep, because you never not have it. That's the thing. Like, you have it in every single opening hand whenever you play this. It's kind of ridiculous. I know it's a 4, but that's like a 40. What was it described as before? Like a 40% chance or something, and you have it literally every single game. So you'd actually be kind of in a tough spot as well, looking at it, if you went first off of this. So it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a tough spot actually. Because I'm missing something important.
Well, if all else fails, at least you can abyss seeking. That's something I can't do.
Yeah, I thought what's going to end up happening here is the way his hand's gone.
It's not even that bad. That's the funny thing.
Win lost zone.
Luminium Tina. Okay. Yep. See, there's the fish, Raz. It's just not in my deck.
Capture.
Mm-hmm.
Fade down.
Mm-hmm.
Quick ball, discard Ultra Ball.
Yep.
Put Radgren down. I'll put the crab. Yeah, if I don't have the Abyss Seeking goes, I might want to go with Crab after I'm done here. So put that down. This thing has never come up in testing.
Mm-hmm.
But I have no switch out, so it's going to have to happen here.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting 7 in the loss zone this turn, so I don't think you're really that in that much trouble.
Oh.
Yeah, it's it's basically Chorus's experiment, but one fewer card you look at. So and get right. It's two in hand, two in loss zone from 4 instead of 5, and 5 look at 3 gain.
I think that's gonna have to go.
But I mean, that's 4 in the loss zone, even without having your comfy and whatnot. So it's like, yeah, this is a perfectly acceptable. No, turn 1 second.
Do it. boss and water.
Right. Okay. We will draw. And kind of exactly as said, you know, it was the first card I picked up, so it's like, that's the thing, it's like, if I went second, I would have had access to that at the very least. Yeah, this is GG. Because I have absolutely nothing I can do. Literally, this is what happens every time I play the deck. It's just like, yeah, I mean Radgren plus Chorus plus Confate Prize. Like, what am I supposed to do? So, yeah, this is just how it is. Like every time I played the deck before, is why it's just like, what the heck is going on? I think I still want to try and go first off of this, but obviously if things go that sort of way again, but I don't think they will looking at this hand. So this is almost a complete opposite. So let's see what we can do. All right. Yeah, it's so dumb. This hand's still not ideal with that many in there, but whatever. VIP pass is obviously very good, so we're getting started this time. But then again, it's like, you know, the deck has got 4 quick ball, 4 VIP pass, and I saw none of that whatsoever, right? So it's just 2 scoop up net though for all the stuff I couldn't use. So yeah, like I'm not like hopefully not whining too much off of it, but it's just the way it goes with it. It's how this deck treats me half the time. Alright, that's frustrating. Everything else I think is fine, but that in particular is an annoyance. Alright, well, we're getting Radgren and Comfey, as one would expect. I think we do thin a little bit out here as well, so we're going to go Quick Ball, discarding the Grass Energy. Grab ourselves. Yeah, I think probably grab ourselves the Ray here. It's going to be the most reasonable in general for later on. Right, and now we can actually get to do what the deck is supposed to do, and we can flower select. So, yeah, you guys read it this way, so it's probably easier. Yeah, it might be best just to do that. Oh, that's kind of gross, but okay. I think it has to be that, regrettably, so that's a bit of an ouch, but, you know, do be that way sometimes. Let's go scoop up net and wanted to take the counter, not the dude, because he's just going straight down on the bench again. Soft once per turn, so we are going to do the flower select again. That's probably fine, because we will just play the rope here so I can get another select off.
Yep, because I've got a no bench.
That's why I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna flip it and do the thing now. So yeah, third select. There you go, in there. We are going to conceal cards, discard the psychic energy. I guess I should probably get another counter out for the thing there. Discard that, draw 2.
Bam. I had to loop.
Bench the Ray, put the fighting down on the Ray, and that will do for the turn. Go ahead. Well, still not bad. That's still 3 Nalossum without Chorus access, etc. So that's a bit more like it.
The IP pass first.
That's pretty good. Yep.
Radgren. Your cards. Walrus. Oh, that's coward. Things. Switch these two. On Tina VSTAR and VIP pass. VIP VIP pass.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You don't need 3 of them. Yep.
And we start flower selecting.
Indeed we do.
Very funny video game.
God, that must feel nice. All 4 gone immediately, huh?
Yeah. And scoop up net. Put
Yep.
one back up.
Mm-hmm.
Again. Right, psychic energy.
Mm-hmm.
Scoop up net. Flower selecting.
Yep. Does anyone wonder why we're not doing the switch thing? It's because it's going straight back on the bench anyway, as the assumption, so... Yep.
This 4th phase is needed. Yeah, I'm just going to warn you, it's now your turn. Because... I'm actually going to pick this one up. Just
Fine, I mean, like, what... I know it's looking at... I guess it's the gate, so we're looking at the Greninja hit here, which is obviously that, but... Oh well. Not much I can really do about it, is there?
Ooh, that's actually a... What? In play, so that's Giratina, so... 6, so it's last scoop up net.
Yeah, because of course you just have absolutely everything in the opener every single time. That's just how it is. Mm-hmm. It's kind of unbelievable, to be honest, that how much you end up with this. So now we've got 4 Mirage Gates in hand, so let's see them all. Well, we have at least 2. That's how much is obvious.
Put them all water manually, Mirage Gate.
Yep. So get you 2 different types. Get you 2 different types. Get them both on the Greninja. So we're gonna have both a Comphase die this turn. It's wonderful.
Rope.
Yep. I guess it has to be.
Go in. And... So down, so... Yeah, buy 2 Comphase, but...
Yeah, fucking bullshit, but what are we supposed to do? No, well, yeah, if you discard the grass, I guess that makes sense. Because you do have to discard 2. And, like, what am I supposed to do about that, right? Like... There's literally nothing I can do, but Raihan is at least going to do something, I guess. Has to be that one. It's like there just literally is no point, but I guess we've got to try and do something, so we'll grab ourselves that so we can attack. Gonna go with the concealed cards to discard that, draw 2. Yeah, and fuck yourself. Like, what is the point? Because you're you're gonna Sableye kill me next turn, so what is the point? Okay, yeah. I mean, I can't do anything about you having a God Hand every single time you play, so yeah. Go first.
Okay.
It's not really okay, but yeah.
Heavy ball.
Mm-hmm. Go get your Radgren, discard your energy, get your skip, get your like switch Comfey, because we know it's we know you've got at least one part of that here, so it's like you always prize the bit. You always prize the bit that's important. Don't believe you. It literally doesn't happen.
Capture energy.
I mean, I guess that's one part of it, but yeah.
Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Rope.
Mm-hmm. There's no point bothering.
What the
Thanks for
what's
stealing
that?
my card as well, yeah. Oh, looking like it anyway. What are you doing?
Had a TTS moment there.
What is
What
going
the
on with
flower
this?
selecting? Aye. Banish Tina and pass.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I suppose, yeah, you've got one down, so there is that at least. Yeah, I guess I probably should be chorusing first. I don't think I really sequenced the last one wrong with stuff that way, because it would have been kind of weird no matter what, but... Yeah, it's just one of those... Oh, okay, that is bizarre. I mean, it's bizarre, but, like, do we get there with the stuff here? Because if I ditch that... I mean, it might just be if I ditch those two would be fine. That looks very weird, but I think it might actually be okay. Yeah, given counts and stuff in here, I think it's alright if we just ditch those two. It is risky, obviously, but if I'm not really looking at Tina being the main sort of bit at the moment, then this might actually turn out okay. Because, yeah, gaming is about to happen, that is for sure. We do have VIP pass, so... Justice in a nutshell, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah.
But that's okay. I don't know what's in prizes yet, though, so I could still get scuppered a bit there. Doesn't look like I will be, though. Right, so I think the goal this turn is to get this guy going. So I think that's what we're going to try and do. We do have enough resources for it to work, so it is fine putting it down. Might be a bit close, but we will see. Okay. Right, so selecting the first is going to go with a cure. Because I think I want to see stuff this way. That's frustrating. But that's okay. Right, that's gotta go. That has to stay. We're going to scoop up net and yeah, do the thing. Whatever. Select the second here. Do that. That's fine. We don't need this, so keep that. Yeah, we're just gonna do it again, because, yeah, we have a bunch for the stuff there, so we will select again here. This is the correct time to get rid of one of these, because the other result is VIP pass. My god, this deck sometimes, man, is just like, what the hell is it, you know? Oh, my goodness.
Definitely feeling it, the high roll.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we've kind of had it both ways off it here now, haven't we? So... Oof. I do need, like, one more out of stuff here. I don't... Okay, so if I can get the conface down, so I just need, like, one more way of getting... like a switch out or something... But I don't think I want to fill the bench again because Scoop Up Net's not one of the things I still have. So it's like, I suppose if I take Cram, at least I've got a fallback here if I don't get exactly what I want. But yeah, it's probably fine then. Because at the very least I can get, you know, the knockout on... Well, probably won't be. No, it will be because it's yeah. It's fine. Because I have escape rope, so you do have to switch, but that is okay. Got the second select here. So I'm talking myself in circles because of the way this is set up. Okay, that can go. Because we did just establish one, so that's fine. And yeah, the reason I'm talking in circles is because I have another rope, so it's going to be like fine anyway. Because I've got one more of these. We get to the 7 with the final select here. So that's fine. Search the bit. I do not think I need another VIP pass. Thank you very much. It really is just dumb, isn't it? Sometimes the way it's just like, yeah, same sort of bit with it. Okay. let's go. I do have to manual attach the lightning, but I have obviously the gates. It's what we've been building towards. So we go that and that to get Raikou up. No, the Raikou. Come on. I know I was too close to the thing. It's just the way it happens. Right. So we have that. It seems wasteful, but I think it's probably safe. I don't know. Do I go for this? I think I go for the switch first. Because we do have concealed cards that I haven't used yet, so we'll discard the metal to do that. I wanted to try and maximize the use of Mirage Gate beforehand. That's very funny. I wanted to try and maximize my Mirage Gate use before I did concealed cards, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't overdraw the energy, right? Because I did lost on 2 of them. It's a bit of a limited thing. It could have messed me up. But I did have the second gate, so that's how we're going to have to get out of the active here. It's a bit rough, but it is just the way. So we're just going to grab the 1, because I don't have anything else to attach to that makes sense here. So we're going to do that. We're going to pay the retreat, because everything's been switches and escape ropes, not switches, scoop ups, escape ropes, etc. So we can go in and then amazing shot, knock out the Comfey, do 120 to Giratina. Yeah, it just like that do be how it is sometimes with it.
They break.
Yeah. It's this is frustrating, but it just is how it is sometimes with this.
Yeah, and the width there, like,
Yeah.
not a bad set of prizes, all things considered, but
No, it's not. It's not. I conceal cards into 2 ordinary rods, by the way. I thought that was very funny. Just be like, really, you know?
just say go fish.
Yeah, basically. Oh man, this doesn't feel like a good representation, but at the same time it feels like the perfect representation. I don't know about you. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It really feels like going second with this in the mirror is just like,
nice.
it's so strong, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's worth trying to play another one out of that.
Yeah, I'd rather play into a thing.
Yeah. I think it's just been established. Like, okay, first game was just like Brick City on my end. It's be like, yeah, whatever. Second game we got Yu-Gi-Oh, and then third game it was Yu-Gi-Oh on my end. It's just how it be. So.
And I also
okay.
Brick 2, so I got both your rounds in one.
You certainly did. You certainly did. Okay, so obviously Mirage Gate is insane, as we have established in 2 of the 3 games at the very least. This thing is just absolutely bonkers. Being able to accelerate energy, kind of like Beast Ring, but without actually needing to be on a Beast Ring turn, so that's kind of sick. And it can fuel all sorts of dumb things as long as you play different types of energy. So in Pepper's case here, it's powering up the Giratina, which is not the only way that this deck gets played, but it's certainly a good one. Dragon types in general needing 2 different types of energy kind of work very well for this sort of thing. So being able to do ungodly amounts of damage for a dude that doesn't have weakness is just ridiculous, to be fair. Where on my side, I've got like the multi-type attackers here in the Amazing Res, which the Rayquaza, we didn't actually end up seeing it do the thing because I was just like, there's no point in continuing that game from there. But like, Amazing Burst does do up to, technically, what, 400 in this deck if you really put everything on it, so you could even KO the bulkiest VMAXs, but 320 arguably is what you're aiming to do here. Discard 4 energy types on it, do one-shots on almost everything that isn't exactly...
Yeah.
It's got to be like Urshifu VMAX or Kyurem or something like that, right? Where it's
or an Oricorio boosted Mew gets 330 technically.
Yeah. But I mean, the damage counter placement from there usually isn't too big of a deal, so
Yeah.
there's that. And then as you saw, the Raikou, once again coming back from the Battle Styles thing with Porygon Z, this time being charged up with basic energy because Mirage Gate is just that dumb. And if you don't immediately find, or in this case don't play, the Mana Feed, then this is going to rip you apart. This card is so insanely powerful. 120 to 2 different Pokemon at the same time is just ridiculous, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much how it be. We do see the Drapion in here as well. I don't need to play that in my list because I have something that one-shots Mew anyway, so I don't really care about that bit going in. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I guess we
I think
did.
it might technically be skippable up here because Star Requiem is also a Mew kill, but
You would probably want to play Choice Belt in that case, though, just so that your main attack could also KO, right?
that makes sense.
That's what I would
But
think.
but
anyway.
it is removing a dud lead, so it might still be worth it. I
Possible.
considering it.
Very possible. Yeah, but that's pretty much that. I mean, the energy costs are quite expensive in here, obviously, but Mirage Gate kind of does the trick. And Raihan is also really good at recouping stuff as well. If I had, like, if it was Raikou maybe instead of the Ray that I started with in Game 2, then maybe I could have still done something, because Greninja being weak to Lightning, I do one-shot that in the active, and KO, like, one of the Comfeys or something, so I at least have, like, parity at that point. But, you know, it's just one of those sort of bits.
I do think you're favoured if it does go long, just because you do have the Raikou.
Yeah, because I can, like, basically force a really nasty trade with Escape Rope, bringing up something that you're like, well, if it's not exactly Tina, or I guess possibly the Snorlax. The Snorlax is the wild card in this one. I did want to include it in here as well, but I didn't really know what I wanted to take out. I didn't think taking a Cram out was the right idea, but it probably could have been, to be honest. But I just feel like
I haven't found any real issues with one Cram, so
I guess
have the heavy ball already.
I did VIP pass for it there, so I guess I could have gotten away with it, couldn't I? So yeah, maybe it is right just to play one Cram, and because the Snorlax is so good in the mirror, like it does have some issues. Don't get me wrong, because if you don't end up getting KO'd, if the opponent like Sableye around it or something, then you've got to like escape rope or whatever. But it's totally fine. Or you can just do.
Did you play? If you play this or the Zamazenta?
Yeah, but I think you play this because you can use it with any energy, as opposed to the 3 different types that Zamazenta has to use.
Yeah, it's just trading. You just get the ability to one-shot arcs in exchange, which is
that's
a bit relevant for sure.
Yeah, but if you want a one-shot, that's usually what the Ray is for. So that's my sort of bit. As for why, the persistent question, why is Raikou's neck so short here? I don't know. It's perspective, right? But yeah. Go on.
I don't think the render's done this card a favour. It's very bright and a lot of overlapping gold things and stuff.
Yeah, I think the one bit we didn't see a ton of because I didn't need to in the end was the Cramorant, but that was just because of the way the hand was like set up. This would have been the fallback. I didn't have to use Raikou that turn. I could have just gone manual attach and KO the Comfey, and it probably would have still been like reasonable. Just wouldn't have had the extra damage on the Tina, but that's not that big of a deal going the way that was set up. So yeah, and given Lost Zone count was at 6 at that point, probably would have been fine. So it could have been alright.
Yeah, you still won that game anyway because I was in Brick City, so I was having to abyss seeking in front of you, and then the Ray probably just comes out and I die on the spot.
Yeah, because if I don't use the Raikou, then I don't use the second Mirage Gate, so there's a definite chance that I could get the Ray instead at that point. Would have been the goal, right? Because if Cram is attacking, then I don't have to do a Mirage Gate to the Raikou. I can sort of save that for later. So I do one gate instead of getting 1 energy with the second one. I just get 1 energy for the Comfey, 1 for the Raikou, and then go from there, right? So yeah, my only sort of difficulty there is why I had to do things in a little bit of a weird pattern is because one of my lightning was actually prized. So it's like I did Lost Zone 1 initially, and then the other one was in the prizes. So when I had one of my flower selectings had the lightning, it's like, well, I have to take that. So, would have liked to obtain the other card, but that's just Lost Box in general. That is how it be.
Hard choices.
Yeah. It's a tricky deck sometimes to play with. Yeah, because it was Air Balloon is what it was up against, and that would have been a way of fixing it instead of playing the second Mirage Gate, right? Would have just played the Air Balloon on the last Comfey, and that'd have been totally fine. So, yeah, that's just how it be. Yeah, this is not the last time we're going to see something like this for sure. It's just this is one of the few times where it makes sense, where it's like possible to play it with the amazing rares and whatnot. And we may have other stuff that we may or may not want to do next set that does not necessarily involve doing this bit. So it's worth playing it now just to kind of get it done. Alright, Sai, who are we playing first then?
I'm fine with either of you, so
I would want to run back Tina after that, so probably
Right, I
So-
guess I will shift
Yeah.
over then.
yeah.
And,
Unless Sai is really happy to play that. Play against that rather.
So I think it's
Don't
that
know what
that
is
is
what I
fast.
need. Let me just double check this is the thing. Yeah, this is the right one. Right, okay. So let me shift over then. Yeah, I know. It was a bit of a weird one with the stuff there, but it's just like that's just kind of how the deck goes sometimes with it, isn't it? So sucks to suck, I suppose. That's the probably the best way of putting it.
The
What do we
shuffle's
want?
decided today is a Yu-Gi-Oh day,
Mm-hmm.
and we have no hand traps, and we.
What would we like, Sai?
let's go ahead.
I will go first here. This one's a little bit more sort of cut and dry on that aspect. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're going with this one first. That's good. That's good. Okay. Alrighty then. Always a good day when you see that as the opener, right? Okay, let me just zoom in the thing.
The opponent, maybe.
Yeah, and we will, once the game actually lets me do it, we will draw. Hello? Why you no draw? Okay, no, seriously, why aren't you letting me draw? What? Disconnection,
Disconnected from the
that's why.
server.
That's why. Aye, game crashing aside. Stuff happens, it's
That
fine.
was the whole computer.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm logged out now. What happened?
It's like, oh no, it's the Knuckles meme all over again. Just, oh no. Right, okay, so yeah, I had a mulligan, so we do draw here. That's not bad. Okay, yeah, annoying that we started with this guy, but I think the rest of this hand is actually sort of alright now with that being the top deck. We do have Kyurem, so I think the mulligan actually does help a bit here, because we have a quick ball discarding a water. Definitely reasonable at the very least. It's mostly just a question of what is it going to grab. Because there's kind of like it's a bit of a weird choice between, I guess I could get like, if I get Radiant Greninja then I can draw further and that'd be fine. Getting Palkia would potentially set up for a future turn, but that implies that I'm actually going to be able to like evolve it, which might not. Spoilers. Could get like Guru to also sort of do, but then that's only a temporary solution, so it's probably not the best bet here. I think just getting the Greninja is probably the safest pick here. And then before I go too much further, I am going to bucket as well, so I can fin the deck of these. Everything else is mostly looking fine here. There's a couple of weird prizes, but it's mostly looking okay. So, I think we will go at that. So, with that all said then, we are going to pick one of those up. We're going to use the concealed cards to draw a tool and start that. Yeah, that is a setup, alright. Ultra Ball discarding. I really don't know if I want to discard another water, but it might be the play here. That is a lot that's getting discarded, though. Kind of concerning. Lost City, unfortunately, is always going here, because I need 2 discards, so that has to go. I think it is just another water, as spooky as that's going to be. I don't need to do it this way, what am I doing? Because we are going to grab that Palkia now. So let's just get that back over there. I have another one of these. I have water to go down here, and that will do. Go ahead.
Forces
that's
experiment.
face down. Your hand is face down. But to me, there we go. Might just need to do a quick flip on your bit yourself there. Yeah, just to hopefully that'll help. Yeah, it was double-sided face down there for me. It was pretty funny. Hopefully it wasn't the same for you on my side.
Yeah, I had to quickly I flipped them down quickly when we were logging in to avoid.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Totally fine.
On this matchup, I definitely want that. That's probably a good thing to have. I mean, we might need that for next turn. So I think we'll get rid of these two. Hyper Potion and Melanie.
Okay, yep.
So, might be a bit of a -1 when it comes to the Palkia side of things, but it might help a bit.
Well, I mean,
On the
yeah,
other things.
because the big charm goes up to 250. Okay, so that isn't going to save the Arceus itself, but if it goes to the VSTAR, that does actually make a difference.
Also putting a big charm on it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like the big charm isn't going to save this guy, but it would help if it was on a VSTAR with the God of War down as well. Yep.
Gotta put down Crystal Cave.
Yep.
Unfortunately, can't really do much else with this hand,
Oh dear.
which is not great.
No.
Can't evolve, I can put this down at least. Gonna have to leave it as a pass there.
Not
Okay.
Trinity Charge. I would consider
I
Trinity
suppose,
Charge
yeah,
one
Trinity
itself.
charge for one, I guess.
Yeah, you can charge to itself. It lets you have a bit of a debt check as well, right? Because we haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah.
So,
Looks about right. No, whoops.
that's fine. Right. Okay. We will draw then. Ah, you are really tempting me with that, aren't you? That wasn't part of the plan, but I think that might end up being a bit better than what the plan was. Yeah, we might be game 2 in this in a sec if I get this right. I think Eridur is going to make this work out. My plan here was actually more on like using Melanie myself, but Eridur I think solves the issue because I can get the V-Star. Yeah, okay, so that can only attach to water Pokemon, but that is still totally fine because we do grab the bucket as well. Yeah, that works out. So then the bucket, we'll just use that now as we do to grab the double water. Because I can still pay manual retreat here. How many do I already have in here? 3? Okay, so fair enough. V-Star goes there. I do have a VMAX as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not even waste time then.
Yeah, because I conceal 1. I guess that gets 2, kind of whatever. I conceal 1, probably use the thing to discard, but I've got Star Portal to accelerate. I get to do 270, and then that's 250 with the God of War. Obviously, that still KOs, so yeah.
I didn't catch what came off the Colrus there. I didn't catch it.
Chorus
Probably-
was this, this, and the big charm.
with Melanie Hyper Potion being the discards, that's not really anything
Like,
to
I
write
mean,
home about.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that situation is probably better to just research, but I think I would have researched. Just going through possible other plays, that's all.
Yeah,
Research felt
Probably.
destructive.
I can
It is.
understand. I can understand. Right, anyway, what do you want then? Other than to win the game,
Guess
obviously.
I'll go
What do you want?
first,
Okay, yep.
because
I can't-
evolution's sort of important here.
Yeah. I can't guarantee you can win the game, but I can at least give you the choice of which way round you want to play. Alright, how about you? This does nothing against you, really, but it's fine.
Basically, yeah, it doesn't do it.
No, it doesn't really do much, but that's okay. You would have been. It would have been. Pepper would have been in shambles though. So you know.
Quick ball discarding big parasol. I'm not necessarily sure that's going to matter too much in this matchup.
No, because damage is not an effect of an attack, so Greninja would still be able to hit you anyway. I think that's the only thing I have that's like non-linear in this this thing here.
Like to get Goodra.
Mm-hmm. That would be good.
I could dig a little further, but I'm not sure it's necessary right now with what I have in hand, so go ahead.
Okay, we will draw. Game has decided it wants to give me like a full house and then some here. Alright, VIP pass. I'm not sure how far this turn is going to be able to go, if I'm being honest. It really depends on what the draws are going to end up being here. Okay. Do have that in debt, but it's unlikely to pick that up. Unless I get one of those, so... Never say never, I suppose. We are going to grab the Palkia, that just makes sense, and the Kyurem, because, yeah, part of the full house is I have a second one. So that's going to grab the Greninja, and I think Guru makes the most sense here. We do want to establish one of these as well. Before I go any further, Bucket is going to be the next thing. We're searching 6 cards out of 3. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in shambles here, right? Just being like, we've just casually +3 during this turn so far. You know? About to go further because we got trade, but still. Alright, so.
I mean,
yeah.
That's Pokemon consistency in general, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, absolutely. I was considering if I wanted to use Guru before the Bucket there, but I don't really want to, I don't think, because I kind of don't want to get rid of the other stuff here, so it's totally fine. We're going to use the Greninja, discard this to draw 2. Does that get anywhere? Might do. Quick Ball, discard another water. Oh yeah, because we have fish in here, don't we? Is that prized? Ah, fish is prized, go figure. Because that would have been really good. Fish get Irida, and then I can, like, switch out and do the Rapid Freeze and accelerate a ton of energy. But if fish is prized, then I can't do that bit, can I? So I suppose we're going to have to try and do something else. Which is likely going to have to try and involve this guy, although I'm a bit sketch about doing it. Because I don't exactly know how I'm getting the rest of this out of hand right now. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm only going to get like 2 draws off it, which is not great. It's going to have to do. We're going to put an energy down there. Yeah, I'm going to have to just Crobat draw the 2 here. Kind of? This is so weird. Oh, I don't like it. I drew Melanie. I'm just like thinking where the Excel's got to go here. I think, does it have to? Oh, yeah, no, it might be fine going here because I have manually attached, so it is just sort of whatever. I don't really know where this should go, is the problem. Because I mean, I guess it could go on the Kyurem, that's still the Kyurem, that's fine. Just puts a bigger target on it, but then it also doesn't die in 1 turn. Yeah, I think it's probably better going there. We'll draw the 3. Okay, fair dues. I did find the switch, so we can get that far. We also have a training card, so I'll put that down to grab the other water energy out of this card. And then, just thinking through, I'm going to use the Guru. I think it's just a good idea too. I just don't know what's worth thinking here. Probably that. So, do that. That's very silly, but okay. And then we are going to Rapid Freeze 2. go 1 to the Palkia and 1... Do I think it's gonna die is the thing here. Maybe it is just
What
better
can I do to
having-
kill it?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just thinking if it's better having
even
it on...
Bell Trinity Nova does not get there.
No, it doesn't. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here. Right. That's turn.
And
Job done.
I don't see Goodra playing Ziggy very often.
That's water energy. Get the VSTAR.
Yep.
Starbirth.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do it either. Actually, 4. Doesn't kill it, but it's funny. It's respectable, at least. I should probably grab that.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to show, but still, it makes sense.
Wrecking Shoes.
Yep.
Discard that.
Uh-huh. I mean, I guess I do have one Rapid Strike dude in play, so you can attack for 3 energy instead of 4. God, can you imagine if this was just like Pokemon V?
Presses, Research, discarding Ultra Ball, and Melanie.
Yep. Explains why we didn't get Supporter or anything like that, because you already had the bit.
Evolution Incense.
Yeah, it's really good. Mm-hmm.
Problem is there going to be enough energy?
I
in-
can't hear
in
you,
deck?
Sai.
Problem is there going to be enough
Yeah.
energy in deck for me?
Okay.
Trinity Nova.
Mm-hmm. So that's for 180.
Any way I like. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems pretty good. Alright, let's see what we can crap back with, if anything, here. Right, well, we're gonna conceal cards first and draw the 2. Let's get that. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that is actually really good. Okay, Ultra Ball, discarding Kyurem and the VIP pass. Let's grab ourselves that VMAX out here. Just is the thing that makes the most sense. So, yeah, we are going to throw it down. It's going to be necessary at one way or another here. Like, it's not super favorable in the prize trade, that's the unfortunate bit, but I think I do still need to kind of push it here. Okay, let's see what the reaction is to this first, I think. Escape rope. So, yeah. Because we'd never get the KO on this anyway, we're just working out at the moment. Basically nullifying the Gardevoir spot. There's 7 in the bench, so 60 plus, so it's like 200 at the moment. That's still pretty good, but not a full hit. I'm just trying to work out how the math is gonna math here, really. Because it's not really beneficial to go in with like Radgren, to be fair. But I mean, it's got a 1 retreat, so that might end up actually being the main sort of current play. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Right, Irida's going to be supported for 10, that much is for sure. We will grab ourselves one of these and the bucket. So we'll just use the bucket immediately, grab our 2 water. So that's to hand. I am probably just going to manually attach that actually because it's going to make the most sense here. That to discard. We'll use the Guru to top deck the water. Draw that. Then use the Kyurem. Whoa, discard the top card of the deck. Whoa, it's a water energy. I get to accelerate it somewhere. How about that? Yeah, I think I need to kill this thing before it actually gets going because I don't see how my deck's going to beat it otherwise, right? So, as much as it's going to be an unfavorable trade since you did get the first attack, I think I do need to actually swing and take this out. So, that's going to have to be the long-term plan here. I do have the VSTAR. I'm going to put it down anyway just so I make sure that I have the stuff that I need for it. Just thinking if there's anything else that's worth doing, because there definitely isn't worth doing the Palkia ability this turn. You have used your star portal, so Path is not as likely. I'm going to grab the energy out of the discard with the training court, because I haven't done that yet. And then, yeah, we're just going to pay to retreat. And since this did not use its thing last turn, if we discard 4 from play, this will do 320 minus the 20 from the Gardevoir. So we will max fast discard all of the ones from here. Hang on, just do that. Discard the 4 from that and take our 2.
Melanie?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then draw 3.
You'll attach. Quick ball discarding double turbo.
Mm-hmm.
What are we working here? Nothing too great. Dynamic tail for the KO.
And 60 onto one of yours.
Yeah, choose itself?
You can choose itself, yeah.
Well, it's probably going down anyways, so...
Okay. Right, 3 prizes taken then. So... I still can't go in with something like the Emperor because it's being protected by the... I mean, it wouldn't work anyway, but, you know. Yeah, so I think I do have to go in with this then. And we will draw. Because when I bench the Kyurem, this is still going to do like 200, so that's fine. Right, okay, so we will do that. We got 5 in the discard? Okay. Let's go ahead, probably thin a little first, and Quipple discarding Luminium. Grab ourselves Guru, why not? So have the thing. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do this. I haven't used these this turn yet. I always forget to do that with the counters. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. Let's go. Yeah, let's go conceal cards, discard the water, draw 2. Very funny, but okay. Yeah, Melanie of our own here, I think. Makes the most sense. So we'll do that. Draw the 3. Okay, that's interesting. Wash energy down here. I don't think the effect is going to matter, but it's just prevent effects of attacks. So not really going to be that impactful here. It's just an energy. That's okay. I think the choice belt probably goes down here as well, because I no longer need it to take this guy out. So that's good. And from there... Yeah, I mean, this is happening. It's more just, where are they going? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much. 2 of them should go on the Kyurem, because I will need that to be able to attack. Yeah, so if I put 2 of them here, 1 of them can go there. That's still perfectly fine. And not a lot else that's worth doing from there. So let's just... you know what? Probably best, actually. Let's go Ultra Ball discarding VIP Pass and the Empo. Because I think the safe play... Grab the VMAX, because I haven't used Guru yet this turn. We'll stack the VMAX with the Guru. Use the Training Court just to get 1 last energy here as well. I've got enough. I've still got 1 in the discard if Melanie comes up. So we'll grab the 1 back to hand. I've attached for turn with the special energy, so that's fine. And yeah, Subspace Swell for 200. Take these 2. Yeah, I think I've got it checkmated there, yeah. I think the correct play was to put it on the Gardevoir, but I had Choice Belt anyway, so it was, I had Irida in hand.
and I was expecting Belt.
Yeah. I had Irida in hand, so if I didn't do the Melanie thing, I would have just had 1 less energy, but I would have had the Irida for it, so... I think I had that one checkmated with the way the setup was here. Because even if you KO the Palkia somehow, I still have the Kyurem built up on the bench anyway, so yeah, I think I had that one fairly well down. Yeah, I had to respect the Goodra though, that VSTAR is pretty annoying, so, you know.
Pepper isn't the only one with God Hands, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, my opener there was, I mean, the Empo was kind of annoying, but my opener was like 3 Water Energy and 2 VIP Pass, so like... Game decided to give me a full house, I'm sorry. Did you want to try anything else, or is it, was that?
See, the only other thing I have is the Zoroark.
No, I mean, that's fine, I was more meaning, did you want to try that again, again against anything else, or
I think the
whatever,
problem is, problems with this is apparent that I can't deal the higher numbers that I need to.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you just defeat the stack by one-shotting it.
Yeah, against a bigger guy, it is a bit tough.
You do the thing that's not meant to happen to the stack.
yeah, I do. That's,
I think that game was probably thing you could have done. I don't think there's a bench of Drapion at any point, and you probably shouldn't have thrown the Goodra into against the rope. That was probably should have been a stat guardy turn. But
I mean, rope boss.
So,
probably ending up in there regardless.
Possibly, yeah, because it was a let's see how you react. Yeah, it was a let's see how you react as opposed to a this is, you know, like doing it at the end of the turn sort of thing. I think if you went in with the Guardi instead, I probably would have just attacked with Palkia, because that thing is not dying that turn, right? So maybe that's better for you, I don't know, but...
So from there you can establish Rolling Iron, and that's at least establishes the tanking setup then, which is harder to KO in 1 hit.
Yeah.
You say that, but Star Portal.
Well, yeah, but I guess because then you would also have to boss up the Kyurem, wouldn't you, in order to make it happen? So it's putting pressure on you to have it then as well, isn't it? I don't know. I can see it either way. I think I did have boss in hand at that point as well, so I could have done the rope bossing. Probably would have resulted in a quote-unquote weaker turn from me, but the rest of it is like, yeah, I don't know. It's is how it be. Right, well, if we're not playing with those, then I might as well showcase the thing. Yeah, we're on this side still, so this overall was...
Plan was to Marnie you, but then you Marnie priffed it, so...
Yeah, I did. That was the kind of goal I was looking at it going, wait a minute, there is just a little bit extra I could do just to completely ensure that that I can do the thing here. Yeah, so this was my most successful deck of the two, sort of this and the next set for the little bit that I played of Silver Tempest. Didn't have access to Lugia because it was too expensive on PTCGO. Go figure. I ain't paying like 30 packs of Lugia to get that going. Screw that noise. But anyway, yeah, this deck is kind of nuts. It can do the sort of infinite damaging with the Kyurem that is just very easy to power up at least a couple of times, and realistically you only need to attack with this a couple of times for it to do what it's supposed to do, right? So it's fairly straightforward that way. It does have a little bit of nuance because the Radiant Greninja is pretty good, and you obviously power that up very easily. Also, the Empoleon, very, very nasty against the Lost Box decks, because it just stops them from having Comfey access for the whole game. And yeah, they try and rope around it. I play two because screw you, I've had that happen way too often so I'm gonna play the second one then. Lost Box was the deck that was on the ladder like the whole time. So, because it wasn't hard to build, right? It was just rares and stuff. It was really, really cheap to get. The Comfey, I think, was like 3 packs or something. That was the most expensive bit for the standard deck. Like Sableye maybe was also the same, but that's nothing compared to like a single Lugia or a single Palkia that was literally in the range of about 30 packs. More, I think, for the Lugia at times. So you could build the entire Lost Box deck for less than one of these. It was kind of ridiculous. So spammed a lot, so I just counter-teched it. Cause,
wow, the Comfey wasn't even a hollow.
No, it wasn't.
Nope.
Yeah. So
Lost Box was very affordable.
So we play a lot of VIP Pass in here mostly because Irida can search it if I go second, and also I just want to start it this time. There's an argument you could play just one of these and play that more quick ball stuff, but I want like 6 total search in here for basics, plus the Irida can get a basic, so it's just like I just want to maximize the amount of stuff I can get there. Obviously Bucket is insanely powerful for something like this as well. The only thing is not being able to use Luminia in that game to like search for the Irida was boohoo me sort of thing, right? But yeah, we didn't see the Lost City in this game, but it's very, very good against the Regis, which was another matchup that was sort of awkward to play. Yeah, the Empoleon could kind of stop them for a bit, but they could just like manually charge a couple of bits and just be really annoying against you, right? So wasn't foolproof to use Empo against them either. It is weak to lightning after all, right? So they can just like Choice Belt Static Shock you a couple of times and then you're in trouble, right? So do kind of need a way of more permanently shutting down that deck, and Lost City is the way to do that. And then those like auto paralysis thingies did actually come up a few times in this. There's one in the Articuno in the next set can kind of do like the auto paralysis stuff as well. So the one wash energy is there specifically to block that sort of effect from being a huge problem here. Because see, I don't have that many switching cards. I don't normally need that many because it's usually just whatever's in front is what I want to deal with, right? And we go from there. But in the off chance that we do have an issue with that, we have one wash energy that kind of stops them from messing you up. Also, Miltank is not a problem for this deck because Empo shuts down Miltank and one-shots it. So there's the other bit. It has an inbuilt answer to that as well. Overall, this is why it's the most successful deck I've played for this stuff here. Does the Makago thing as well with the Kyurem Guru, which is pretty strong. And yeah, it's just neat. Irida's busted, what can we say? Just like searches out everything that you would need it to. And the rest of the deck is inherently so strong that it's completely fine. So, yeah. Meanwhile, Goodra does not a gigantic amount of damage, but no weakness and takes 80 less damage when it gets established. So that's pretty much the goal, is like it just keeps doing the 200. It doesn't die because it's effectively 350 HP, and you can heal that a little bit with a Hyper Potion. Double Turbo Hyper Potion is a classic combo here, right? so that's pretty cool. And if you do manage to save the VSTAR power, you have a get out of jail free full heal on the thing once per game as well. So normally it just doesn't die. Most of the format is a bit more around Arceus' power level and a bit less around like infinite damage scaling. So it does do very well into a lot of archetypes. Even Mew struggles with it because even though like they've got power tablet, sure, one time, but like 120 extra damage isn't necessarily going to cut it a lot of the time, you know, when you're doing minus 80 on it every time. So really the only two problems with this, Tina is a bit of an issue because, as we established earlier, the instant KO can be kind of annoying. The big power cell can shut that down, so it's not a foolproof thing, but it is sort of like they can sort of out it. And I guess, yeah, as we saw, just one-shot numbers in general can be a problem. If I had to have discarded more to get it, I could have. But yeah, I was really just like worried that this was going to take over the game. As you have established in the last time that you played this, you do not have to bench a lot of Pokemon in this deck. So Palkia isn't a good attacker very often into this one. Like, 200 was the cap there, you know? That's not a lot of damage, so it doesn't even KO this in one go. So it's like, yeah, you can kind of just play around that sort of bit. So Palkia doesn't work, and if Kyurem's prize trade goes wrong, then I'm trading more than you are for it, so kind of had to take initiative there, and that's pretty much it, really. Matchup is not too bad for us, but it can go south very quickly if this thing gets established. That's pretty much that, I think. Right, so you guys have got like one more in you then, I think, for the stuff here, yeah?
I was even going to Giratina the game past turn 3.
I mean, if you want to try it, that's completely fine. I'm not exactly gonna say no if it's long size. Okay with the stuff here.
I'm fine with it.
Alrighty then.
That was just a pretty interesting matchup last time, didn't we?
Yep.
Heads.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't actually see this one last time, so
I will go first. That is a mulligan.
Yeah, that's a mold. This is a wish it mold. This is.
Do you want to bench more first, actually? I don't know the hand because I can't see it, but I thought the general idea with this particular one is you want to bench with a stadium out, right? I don't know.
I mean, you're going first anyway, Sai, so it's
yeah,
really...
but I don't have access to that. I suppose I can just... Yeah.
There really is no reason if you're going first. You just drop it immediately anyway.
So this is a bit we're not going to get to see during this game because of going first, but this attack is actually really not bad as an opener, right? 0 energy, 30, then switch to the Diancie that you could play, and then the opponent can't Gustus. They've got to like KO the Diancie just most of the time, and you know, you end up establishing yourself even if you go in second. I really like this this Void Return attack. And it doesn't discard your hand because it's not going into the void, it's returning from it. I'm almost surprised you didn't react to that, Pepper, I'll be honest.
I was trying to think of the way of doing that. It's like, put your Lost put your Vanish Pal into your hand? Wait, that's a little stupid.
HTC, place this down, and pass.
Okay, throwing that down to a blind match. I suppose in case something stupid happens, fair enough. Better, that makes this start of a heavy ball.
I mean, you see this, you don't know what you're going up against.
Fair.
Yeah, it's a completely like this is playable and everything sort of thing. There's a few things you could probably rule out as to what it is, because it's like anything that's got an inherently good new matchup wouldn't play this, right? So there's a few things you could maybe rule out.
Yeah, I was thinking more, which is why I think why bench strength match specific, but you probably just don't want to get donked, so...
I mean, there is also that, yeah. It also doesn't have a. It also doesn't have a large retreat cost, right? So it's not that much of a thing. It's weird because like some of these decks do play basic energy a little bit as well, specifically psychic to attack with a Gengar. So like, it's possible that that could come up.
With these, have a switch.
Cause,
fuck out.
Yeah, because this
like
guy.
flowers.
It's interesting that he only has a 2 retreat as well, though. The most Drapion have had like a 3 energy retreat in my my recollection, but
Also the water energy, goop up net, collect flowers. That is...
See, people, this is why Giant Trunade got is banned and Harpy's Feather Duster is totally fine. I know it's with a Pokemon instead of like the tools or energy or whatever that's on it, but it's the same thing here. Ooh.
Drop an air balloon on it. Street. Collect flowers.
Right, I hope Discord didn't do the weird thing there because of like put my mic arm up for a set whilst I was talking.
A bad game. Got
it's a lot of energy going.
And mass.
Yeah, this is where you wish you could have gotten an Abyss Seeking sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is a lot of energy gone. Sheesh.
Ultra Ball discarding Dunsparce and Boss's Orders.
Yeah, I almost wonder if I would have put the Dunsparce instead of the Holucha down as a blind thing, but it's hard because then 60 HP is a bit more vulnerable to Sableye, so, you know.
Put down Zora. Phantom Star.
Yep.
Just gonna make sure that's...
Research without playing research, always good.
That's double colorless.
Yeah, double turbo is always good to get down, especially when it's your actual, like, your thing of attacking here.
Tracking shoes.
Yeah, I think we can justify that.
Right.
That one.
Actually, now that we know this is Lost Box, do we put... That might just be a dumpable.
It could be. It depends if you feel like you need the tool slot, really, doesn't it?
Research.
Once we get that. Yeah, because I can completely see it because we're trying to save the tool slot here in case of like an air balloon is needed or whatever. I suppose I could also see it the other way. It really just depends on what the thoughts are at the time.
Ultra Ball discarding Gengar and Choice Belt.
Yeah, this one 100% is a discardable. I think the other one you could have had a justification for attaching it to the active, but this one 100% is discardable.
Gengar. Netherworld Gate.
Such a metal ability name, really. Just like completely
Right,
fitting
this-
for the ghost type, but yeah.
This isn't staying all on it, so
Yep.
because we're doing this.
So it puts 3 damage counters on itself when it comes back from the discard, but Damage Pump can move 2 of those to other Pokemon in any way that you like on your side. So you can move 1 damage counter to 2 different Pokemon here.
Do I think you can hit 260 right now? Probably not.
It's
Not
like,
easily.
I guess the only devil's advocate reason for not doing it would be if you think that you might need to basically remove that damage from elsewhere or whatever, right? I guess the long-term thing is, if this gets damaged by something from the opponent's side and it doesn't die, then it is just another number here, whereas if it's got 10 on it already, then it doesn't contribute more to your damage. I guess that's the devil's advocate sort of side of this. It might still be better.
The other thing is, I can Sharon's Care this now, if it doesn't die.
Sure, that's true, but would you need to Sharon's Care a 10 HP one? Because if he attacks
No.
if he attacks it, then it's going to have damage counters on it anyway.
I guess I'm just nervous about putting it on these two because it makes them a bit more vulnerable to
I suppose.
the single price stuff sniping
80
it
is
down.
fine, I think. 'Cause
Yeah.
Say not a double of anything. You die to Gren anyway.
60 is the number you want to avoid on 2 different ones, and yeah, they've got 90 HP, so Greninja KOs them regardless. So, yeah, I think it's better doing this, because then
Actually, yeah, because then if this gets damaged, that's another thing that
that's
occurs.
what I'm saying, yeah. So, yeah, this adds to your numbers
yeah.
here.
Ticking curse.
50 for each of your Pokemon that has damage counters. Minus the 20 for the double turbo, but that's still 130 right now. That's still more than enough, so...
Okay, I thought we got way out of this.
Hey!
Taurus.
Game could be played.
Hopefully, let's hope this isn't
5 energy.
horrific.
5 energy would be a bit depressing.
Yeah, it's turned.
What would be more depressing would be like all 4 VIP pass plus like 1 thing here that does nothing.
And then the plan might turn off this cold burst, so it's a
Yeah.
bit.
No, it's completely fine. This is how it plays. I guess for some
Knowing
context,
what's already gone and
yeah,
trying to
especially
figure out
yeah,
what can go.
like we already know free energy are gone, so it is quite rough that way. I guess for context, so you don't have to research the thing, it's water, capture, and grass is what you've gotten rid of so far.
I know I want to do, but I've gotten bad draws. That really.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. No, that's there. Do that.
I'm not entirely
Does
scared
that
of
have to
Giratina
go?
VSTAR right now, because that's going to take another turn to get going, at least.
So the
Yeah, I
general
think
go on. The general consensus for what we've seen so far is that if you can Colress first, you'll generally want to. There are maybe a couple of situations, like if you could
Their
possibly
energy.
be... Yeah, it's a capture at the very least, so it's not one that's like that dangerous, but still. Yeah, it's like if you can, you generally want to Colress before you
Selecting.
Flower Select. The rest of the card is the bit that we're a little bit less sure about. It's more situational. And even the chorusing is not a hard and fast rule, because if you're eyeing up a potential boss play on certain turns, not this sort of board, but like like if you have a reasonable mid-game sort of bit, you could be eyeing a boss instead, at which point you don't want to do chorus first, because you might actually want to use your supporter for something else.
Psychic.
Ooh. Yeah, this is starting to get dangerous.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
know.
5 energy in the lost zone. This is getting dangerous.
I'm just looking at where his hand's going. And I'm not
And water
really
and psychic is gone down as well. So.
Discard cram.
Well, thankfully, this is why we play a duplicate, like an extra water. We don't just play the 2 in this deck, we do have a 3rd one. So, as we saw earlier on in the profile bit, we did see free energy. This is why, because if you do have to lost zone 1, then it's not, like, unplayable at that point for Greninja.
Yeah, discard psychic as well. Ren is what's coming down.
So we're on 6 at the moment.
Concealed cards. Guard of water. Okay.
Just make sure you do it right.
Yeah, I'm just thinking here. Do I even keep? Do I even? No, I can get rid of it. Lost vacuum. Lost zone and net. Get rid of your air balloon.
That's to the
It
lost
goes
zone.
to the lost zone.
I know it probably doesn't matter here, but it would matter if you played Rotom, so...
I have attached water from hand. Mirage Gate, because that put me on 7. Oh, fuck. Order.
Yeah, you
What's
have to
first?
do this
What's
first,
first?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I ordered. I got overexcited and ordered.
Well, I will say this isn't how I would have played it out, but I can totally understand.
It's a bit... Oh, it went out, but... Those go in there.
I'll try and remember to make a note of how I would have ordered. I mean, the result is similar, but I think I'll try and make a note of how I would have ordered this later on.
Throw that down. I will bench the Tina. Air balloon out. And we're going to Moonlight Shuriken. Which is going to... Yep, take out these. Take 2 prizes.
Yeah.
That was a hard to navigate turn. That was a...
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I understand. Again, I would have done it differently, but I'll try and remember to say how later on.
Yeah, like, I can totally see there being different lines there.
Darkest set.
Yep, Crobat draw 2.
Quick ball, discarding Gengar.
That's pretty good. That's what we needed. Just any way of discarding was reasonable there.
Jaw Bog.
Yeah, I was hoping to catch that with my Blossom Remover instead, but I needed it to make the 7 there.
2 damage counters. Netherworld Gate. Damage pump. I think this time we do just...
Yeah, this makes sense at this point.
Tina friends 280, so you don't really care about the extra damage.
Marnie.
Okay.
No, there is a button for this.
Yeah, there is. It's fine. You could have done it that way. It wasn't much of a difference this time, but
Oh, it's 5, sorry.
that's fine.
Big Parasol.
Mm-hmm.
Ticking Curse.
Yep.
280. That's a lot of numbers.
Roll.
It just makes it harder for you to Giratina me.
Start with flower selecting. Well, that makes
Yep.
it. That makes it easy. That rope. There's yeah, flower selecting found my Tina.
That was the bit that was needed here, yeah.
Question is, do I... In the way this game's going, I do want to just win more slam this Clara. Take back my Radgren and some flies.
Bet you wish you still had that crown in the discard now.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, Gren. I don't. Because we're not doing Gren that thing anyway, I'll rediscard the water for concealed cards. I'm going to Mirage Gate now.
I would have done that earlier in the turn, but yeah.
Yeah, I just realised that.
I'm like, wait a minute, what if you just draw your last like psychic energy or something? Because you've gone through a lot at this point, because there's one here as well, so...
Yeah. I'm going to throw down a capture.
Also, your Greninja should have damage on it.
Yeah, it should,
Oh,
because
yeah.
Get Your Bug is...
Easy thing to miss.
Oh yeah, it's not exactly a common card to see, so...
Tina threatens A.
And this one does not put damage counters on it because it did not go from the hand, so... It's gotten really dark outside all of a sudden, huh?
Just trying to think if I should do this or not. I think I will do this actually. Play the Comfey, retreat the Comfey, Flower Select.
Yeah, technically this does have damage counters on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's why I said technically.
Getting netted.
If it's, if it's keeping it in hand, then it's fine, yeah.
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 And two last checks, and Lost Impact makes it go splat.
2 energy to the Lost Zone.
Fastest research.
Yeah,
Lot
Marnie damage
going.
pump, there was like 2 Gate Jaws gone there.
Yeah.
Quick ball, discarding.
Sorry, it's changing it.
Quick
Big
ball.
power souls. Touch the right one. Yeah, that's the one that was touched the last one. Okay. Just, so,
I'm not the only one who forgets to do that bit. It's a good system, we just forget to like undo the system at the end of the turn.
Field search.
The one time of the damage counter being there actually matters.
I don't even... Actually, do I want to put this one down? Hang on. Thinking.
Yeah, we might not.
Ultra Ball, discarding this and Evolution Incense. This has a bit more health.
Yeah.
The only thing is, Boss Requiem just does the job. There's not much I can do to stop that.
There's not, but...
But does he have the energy to actually do this? Is the question, considering all this is mostly energy.
Yeah, the grass did get Lost Zones as well, didn't it? So it's like... But this grass going in the discard is like, probably. But...
Water. Well, nothing here is really vulnerable to getting Greninja'd.
With Manaphy in play, I'd like to hope not.
And Ticking Curse for 280.
Yep. Everyone's got damage, so it's 300 minus the 20 from the double turbo, still enough.
Especially with a hand that size, there's probably energy in hand, which is probably a bit awkward.
Safest thing is to Comfey first. Not a hard choice. Get out of here. Get out of. Next thing I'll do is bench a Comfey, put 20 on it. Retreat to Comfey, flower select. Choice. Bye bye Comfey. Evolve Martina.
Yeah.
That was one of the bits we needed.
Right. Yeah, I think next is Walrus.
Oh, this could be dangerous.
I did see it. Thankfully, I did do correct ordering, so I should be fine. Yeah, pretty sure it's getting in game now because I lost zone crammed and black because I can conceal cards.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you didn't need to do that, but okay. Yeah, no, I'm like 100% sure you didn't need to do that. You already had the ordinary rod, but yeah.
Yeah.
So long as you had another psychic in deck as well, like yeah, the water or whatever. So
that's why I was out of psychics. That's why I was a bit spooked about. I couldn't have the out of psychics and out of grasses without causing problems. Kind of one way of putting him in deck.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Didn't you just discard the grass instead of the psychic for concealed then? Why'd you do that if you were out of psychics in deck? Like it's fine.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, because there's the switch. Like it's fine. I'm just like
locked in pack game.
I was just like, why did you discard the grass instead of the psychic then if you were out of psychics in the deck? What if you drew the water energy off that concealed cards?
That's why I delayed the rope with the fish as long as possible.
Was there a water in discard or something? I think there was, right?
Yeah, what was staying in discard?
Right, then why did you even conceal cards in the first place?
So to get my grass back into the deck. So
Why?
I just concealed card something to get back in the deck with Rod.
Didn't you have a
I needed to Walrus to get my Mirage Gate.
But you literally had a grass energy in the discard already because it got discarded after the Giratina got KO'd. So you didn't even need anything that way. This is what I'm on about. You didn't need any
forgot that
extra
completely.
stuff there. Yeah, like that grass was left on the thing, so that's why like this isn't necessary. You didn't. You already had it. All you were looking for was the gate at that point.
Well,
okay.
After too much thinking, I got there.
Yeah. So the turn in the middle, vacuum was not the necessary play because I think you could have just like air balloon retreated and then gotten the flower selecting, used that scoop up net that you blossomed with the thingy. With the vacuum, and you would have still gotten there and had the vacuum potentially saved for the power assault next turn. So I don't think you needed to, like, I know Marnie ended up coming down and thinking it, but I don't think you needed to play the vacuum on an air balloon that was doing nothing when you could have used the scoop up net that you were using for the thing and still gotten to 7 under the same circumstances, basically, just with an extra flower selecting used instead. So technically a better play, I think. That's why I was trying to. That's why I was trying to think if
there was a way I could have done that without having to lost another energy. Oh. No. I'm just holding the thing. It's probably fine. Yeah. Let's try. A bit fuzzy about what that net was doing at a point. Was it a Ultra Ball discard or something?
No, you vacuumed it to get rid of the air balloon.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
And I'm saying you didn't need to. Vacuum. Yeah, you just don't play the vacuum because you manually switch because you've got air balloon on the active. I did not process
that the Comfey was also my way of getting to the Comfey thing line was also my way of getting to thing. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that would have been better, I think.
Because you then have, not only have you dug a little bit further, you've gotten 2 cards further in, but you've also gotten the vacuum saved in case of the Requiem could be useful, right? Because that's the whole point of the Parasol in this matchup, is that it blocks Star Requiem, so you then have to lasso an energy each time with it. And it can be kind of difficult to back-to-back hit the Giratina V-Star stuff there. Like, you had to like flower selecting basically into your V-Star like both times. So you had to hit it on off of the bit.
Like the first time it got, I think the first one got Marnied, which that happens. I know I had one early game, but he got Marnied.
Yeah, I think I get a thing with that. Yeah. So I mean, you've had a much better showing with this side than I've ever had with this deck. For whatever reason, this just does not function that well for me. You've managed to get a really good showing out of this in comparison, so great job, honestly. I'm happy to see this do stuff. It's cool. I wanted to like this deck, but it really didn't like me, so, you know, that's just the thing. I love this guy. I love this guy. The Zoroark is awesome, right? This is another one, it's almost in the... It's not quite Reshiram tier, because this actually topped. Ho-ho. But, the... Oh, God, yeah, no, it did top. I'm not talking out my mind. There was a top 8 list of this. I do remember seeing that. And it was a similar sort of thing to this. I think this might be it. It could just be this list exactly, but if not, it's this type of build that ended up getting the top 8. So yes, this did top. I'm not talking out my mind. This guy's really cool though. Like 280 damage for a double turbo is insane. It is really fast as well, right? Because I mean, it doesn't play itself, but it's like it effectively sets itself up super easily with the stuff here. Gets to play something cool like Damage Pump that you never see elsewhere, which is always fun. The Gengar is a very sick card to have around here as well. Super fun to see that. And you know, you can block out his weakness with Dunsparce because it is a colorless Pokemon, so that's really good. I did mention Void Return at the start of the game, but that's a really good one for going second, thanks to this Diancie over here, because this prevents supporter cards from affecting your bench whilst this is in the active. The basic Pokemon specifically, but this is going second on your first turn, so they aren't going to be able to evolve yet, right? I guess you could boss up a Gengar, but what is that going to do, right? It just comes right back, so who cares, you know?
Yeah, that's what you only do if you want to try and stick it, and I guess there is only the 2 balloons. It could force an awkward balloon.
Yeah, maybe, but that's just giving the opponent the initiative again, though, which is the thing. And then, yeah, 300...
At the end of the day, sure, you stuck it, but I can wait.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is you could then just play a slightly slower game and thingy it up at that stage, probably. Establish another Zoroark or something. You don't even need to play the double turbo if you've not already done that at that stage, right? Because you don't give an obvious target to hit, so that's kind of cool. And then, yeah, because the 280 is really good and all, but it doesn't hit all of the VMAXs and stuff here, Holutra is ideal for this deck, because this would have been really good against a Kyurem, right? Because with Choice Belt plus the Holutra, or even if I had to bench it into Gatejaw Bog, that's very possible.
Gatejaw Bog is very good for damage math.
Yeah, and the Holutra just makes it so that you can KO even the big 330 HP guys. So, contrary to popular belief, if you have the Dunsparce down, you actually do stand a chance against Urshifu with this deck, because you can KO the Urshifu in one shot, and Dunsparce prevents you from dying in return. So, and even if you don't, it's a good trade for you anyway, right? So it's yeah,
you win the price right there.
Yeah, so you actually can trade even with a deck that is technically supposed to be your weakness. It's kind of fun. The main problem with this, I think, is just as good as it looks, consistency is still an issue, right? Because you have to get the double turbo. You really want to get the Gatejaw Bog initially. We don't have Stadium Nav or anything like that anymore, so getting to this is kind of a problem. And if you don't get this down early, well, you saw that it was recoverable, but it's difficult to recover from, right? So, and sometimes you just don't find it.
Especially when 2 of your guys would damage each shurikens.
Yes. And then sometimes you just don't find it.
Maybe I should have tried to go for the mana fee, but I don't think I had any cards that would have gotten me there.
Yeah, I think it was
really threatening it in particular either, because I was on a blank board at that point. So, I don't think. Did you even know I matched at that point, or was that just Drapion?
It was just Drapion.
Yeah, it was Drapion.
Which is again why I put this down, because realistically, I know what you're playing, but If I'm playing as a blind
Meta
match, I
knowledge.
don't know what you're playing.
It's not what you
Yeah.
would have known in the real context. It's not.
It's interesting because it's like the choices between that and the Dunsparce there, and yeah, it's like you don't really know anything of what's going on with it here. You could maybe argue that the Dunsparce could have gone down instead, but 60 HP is a little sketchier into the
I feel like I
box
would need
of
to scout
Sableye.
more to whether Dunsparce is worth it.
Yeah, just really would suck if it turns out that
The
the
risk
next
with
Sable comes down.
Dunsparce, the risk with Dunsparce is that your Gate Jaw Bog puts your 9 HP on to 70. So if you put a count on Dunsparce after that, 70 plus 50 is Sableye double kill.
Yeah, it's tough.
Which is again why we run the Parasol, because Parasol stops Sableye.
Yeah, there's like checks and balances both sides that way, but yeah, this is one of the things that's a bit more annoying to remove, especially in this list, because you only have 2 escape rope. So it's like you've got the 2 rope, yeah, you've got the Lost Vacuum, that's one potential thing. If you can find it on the right turn, great, but you don't play the full suite of escape rope like a regular Lost Box deck would play in this one. And I totally get why. It's not a knock on it, it's probably correct. It's just like most Lost Box decks are playing 4 ropes, so the fact that you don't have access to the 4 makes it harder for you to push the Parasol out of the active spot, which then in turn makes Sableye a lot more difficult to play into the game. So
The trade-off for that, of course, is that I'm better at taking out the active for this list.
yeah,
Compared to a standard Lost Box, because I have the easy access to 280s.
well, quote unquote easy.
Theoretically.
It's not like
Easier.
Yeah, it's easier. It's certainly not trivial, and it's not without cost either, because you can never get those energy back. So, good luck.
Yeah, the energy situation was a bit close. What I did was correct in the end, I think, but it wasn't pretty.
No, I mean sometimes that has to happen. So, yeah. Right, well, that certainly was an interesting setup for the stuff there. These decks are all really cool, but what I like about it is that all of these decks did come out from this set, which is not something we get to say too often, even if we do want to try and do it that way, right? Is like, a lot of the times it's just, well, you know, especially in this generation, it's been like, well, there's not a lot of decks that come out of this one, so, you know, it's like, what do we even do? But this set is an absolute banger, right? With 4 different decks, all from this bit.
Just thinking back, like, Brilliant Stars might count, might not, depends on what you think of Arc.
Oh, I think it's fine. This deck can be played as a Lost Box thing as well, but I prefer this one, if anything, I think. That's just probably my, like, inherent, not bias per se, but just my experience with it. I never managed to get the Lost Box version of this to work, so I think this one inherently is a little bit better, but yeah, it's kind of whatever. Because you actually get to play the Gardevoir in this one, whereas you probably have to play Greninja if you play the Lost Box one. It's like, Greninja's obviously really good, but Gardevoir helps with the theme of this a lot more, I think. The whole tanking aspect is done a lot better if you can minus 100 as opposed to minus 80, right? So, I don't know. And then, yeah, you could probably argue the same with me. It's like, oh, you just played Amazing Rare stuff a bit. They've already been in format before. It's like, well, in format in massive quotation marks.
Yeah, like they could be inserted into your deck, but they were not playable.
Yeah.
Also, that deck is now a pile.
So yeah, it's like, I think everything basically is really cool that pretty much everything sort of came out within this one, and that's not something we get to say often. It's not something we're going to get to say in the future too much, I don't think, either, for a lot of particular sets, but that's okay. We will get there. It's not as if we're going into like a miserable era with a bit here. It's still, I mean, this by itself is just fun to play, right? The Lost Engine stuff. Yeah, it's complicated, but you can't like deny that it's not fun to at least play, right?
Oh yeah, that's the thing with going close, getting pushed in a weird situation with the energy like that. Being forced to Lost Zone a good chunk of your deck leaves you hard choices, which gives weird game states, which keeps things interesting.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it's only going to get better from here with certain cards in the next set coming out, but that will have to wait until next time. So yeah, as always, if you managed to watch this far, thank you for doing so, and we will see you next time for that format that lasted for like half a year. Yay, but we're only going to have it for about a week, so good for us. Woo!